To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. All day I face the barren waste without the taste of water, cool water. Oh, Dan and Guy with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water, cool, clear water. The nights are cool and I'm a fool, each star's a pool of water, cool water. And with the dawn I'll wake and yawn and carry on to Keep a-moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water. The shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water, cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Keep a-moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water, cool, clear water. I'll sing you a true song of Billy the Kid. I'll sing of some desperate deeds that he did way out in New Mexico long, long ago, when a man's only chance was his old 44. When Billy the Kid was a very young lad, in old Silver City he went to the bat. Way out in the west with a gun in his hand, at the age of 12 years he did kill his first man. There's Mexican maidens play guitars and sing songs about Billy, their boy bandit king. Ere his young manhood has reached its sad end, with a notch on his pistol for 21 men. Was on a sad night when poor Billy died. He said to his friends, I'm not satisfied. There's 21 men I have put bullets through. Sheriff Pat Garrett must make 22. I'll sing you how Billy the Kid met his fate. The bright moon was shining, the hour was late. Shot down by Pat Garrett, who once was his friend. The young outlaw's life is now come to an end. There's many a man with a face fine and fair, who start out in life with a chance to be square. Just like poor Billy, they wander astray. They'll lose their lives in the very same way. I got 160 acres in the valley. Got 160 acres of the best. Got an old stove there that'll cook 3 squares, and a bunk where I can lay me down to rest. Up at dawn to greet the sun, I've forgotten what a care or worry means. Head for home when day is done, with my pocket money jingling in my jeans. I've got 160 acres full of sunshine. Got 160 million stars above. Got an old paid house. I'm the guy who's boss on the 160 acres that I love. Up at dawn to meet the sun, I've forgotten what I care or what it means. Head for home when day is done, with my pocket money jingling in my jeans. I've got 160 acres full of sunshine. Got 160 million stars above. Got an old paid house. I'm the guy who's boss on the 160 acres that I love. Got an old paid house. I'm the guy who's boss on the 160 acres that I love. When I hear the rain a-comin' down, it makes me sad and blue. Was on a rainy night like this that blow said we were through. I told her how I loved her and I begged her not to go. But another man had changed her mind, so I said goodbye to Flo. Alone within myself tonight, my heart is filled with fear. The only sound within the room is the falling of each tear. I think about the thing I've done. I know it wasn't right. They'll bury Flo tomorrow, but they're hanging me tonight. They're hanging me tonight. That night he came and took my Flo and headed into town. I knew I had to find this man and try to gun him down. As I walked by a dim cafe and I looked through the door, I saw my Flo with her new love and I couldn't stand no more. I couldn't stand no more. I took my pistol from my hip and with a trembling hand I took the life of pretty Flo and that good-for-nothing man. That good-for-nothing man. I think about the thing I've done. I know it wasn't right. They'll bury Flo tomorrow, but they're hanging me tonight. They're hanging me tonight. I was hanging around town, just spending my time, out of a job, not earning a dime. A fella steps up and he said, I suppose you're a bronc fighter from the looks of your clothes. Your figures me right, I'm a good one, I claim. Do you happen to have any bad ones to tame? Said he's got one, a bad one to buck. For throwing good riders, he's had lots of love. I gets all head up and I ask what he pays to ride this whole night for a couple of days. He offered me 10, I said I'm your man. A bronc never lived that I couldn't fend. He said get your saddle, I'll give you a chance. In his buckboard we hops and he drives to the ranch. I stayed until morning and right after chuck I stepped out to see if this outlaw can buck. Down in the horse corral, standing alone, is an old caballo, a strawberry roan. His legs are all spavined, he's got pigeon toes, little pig eyes and a big Roman nose, little pin ears that touch at the tip. A big 44 brand was on his left hip. Eunuch and all with a long lower jaw. I could see with one eye he's a regular outlaw. I gets the blinds on him and it sure is a fright. Next comes my saddle and I screws it down tight. Then I steps on him and I raises the blind. Get out the way, boys, he's gonna unwind. He sure is a frog walker, he heaves a big sigh. He only likes wings for to be on the fly. He turns his old belly right up to the sun. He sure is a sun-fishing son of a gun. He's about the worst bucker I've seen on the range. He'll turn on a nickel and give you some change. He hits on all fours and goes up on high. Leaves me a spinning up there in the sky. I turns over twice and I comes back to earth. I likes him a cussin' the day of his birth. I know there are ponies that I cannot ride. There's some of them left, they haven't all died. I'll bet all my money the man he lied that'll stay with old Strawberry when he makes his high dive. North of the border of old Mexico, I rode one day to the cow town of San Angelo. A hot sun was glowing, a hot breeze was blowing, still not as warm as the lips that I waited to kiss. She sent a message a long time ago. Socorro had promised to meet me in San Angelo. I was aware of the chance I was taking. I was an outlaw, but great was my love for this girl. I must be with her, I can't stay away. Nights spent without her are lonely, and so are the days. If it means death, then I'll have to chance it. Only a few minutes more and she'll be at my side. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I tied my horse and I started to walk down the street. Where was Socorro? Had she forgotten? This was the day and the hour that she wanted to be. But something is wrong with our plans, and I hear death awaits me. Here on this hot, dusty street. still I can see there hides a man with the rifle is pointed at me. I might escape from the man with the rifle, but there are others just like him that I cannot see. Back of each window, the click of a gun. Die if I stay, my love for her won't let me run. Where is Dakota? Will my eyes see her? Then in a moment she runs from the door down the street. Up on your horse she is crying. Right out of town, it's a trap and they're waiting for you. But if I ride up, she must ride with me. Then in a moment I know that our chances are gone. For a bullet is well on its way, and it finds my Socorro. She cries as she falls in my arms. Over and over her soft lips did say, now we're together, I won't let them take you away. One little sigh, her little lips trembled, then it was over, Socorro had drifted away. Tears in my vision, but plainly I see the ranger that killed her is standing there waiting for me. I rise to meet him, my one thought is beating. He deserves death, and I swear that this ranger will die. I beat his jaw and I shot him. Shot him 6 times just as fast as the bullets could fly. My gun is empty, or more I will shoot him. Now there are others just like him that want me to die. Their bullets are coming my way. How they hurt when they hit me. The pain makes me fall to the ground. Gone is my strength, just the will left to fight. I hear the sound of the lead as it robs me of life. If I must die, let me find Socorro. Let me hold on to her hand for the few moments left. Blindly I search and it isn't in vain. I touch the soft velvet hand and it eases the pain. Life is no more, but we're together. Even in death she's my lover. It's over. While driving a herd of cattle out in old Nebraska way, heading east at Broken Bow on a hot September day. Trying to get to Omaha, we hoped to find a fire. We never counted in the odds of a western prairie fire. A hot south wind was blowing and the air was getting dry. Something far away was smelling trouble in the sky. Coming closer was a sound that topped the devil's choir. Then we knew we'd have to race a raging prairie fire. When all at once the flame is seen a licking at the sky, and every heart is quickened and there's fear in every eye. We've just one chance to get away, for there's no place to hide. Gotta reach the river flat, 1 inch deep and 1 mile wide. The herd is getting tired, but we've got no time to rest. I try to clear the red dust that is gathered in my chest. From riding tail on 1,000 head with the weather getting dry, the black cloud in the west is warm. morning, ride, ride, ride. The roaring heat is close, their ashes falling by our side, and every piece of bird is pleading with its warning cry. We've got to reach the river, but it's still 10 miles or more, and close behind us we can hear that wild inferno roar. But fate had other plans, for we lost that fatal race. We lost for neither man nor beast could long keep up the pace. The mighty Platte subdued its rage, but none were there to rest. We did our best to get away, but only I am there. Now on the blackened prairie, far as the eye can see, the grim remains are there to show that God rules you and me. Just one he left to tell the tale, just one was his desire. We lost a herd of 30 men to a raging prairie fire. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy wrapped all in white linen, wrapped in white linen as cold as the clay. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the pipe slowly. Sing the death march as you carry me along. Take me to the valley, there lay the sod over me. I'm a young cowboy and know I've done wrong. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly walked by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. Got shot in the breast and I know I must die. Go fetch me some water, a cool cup of water, to cool my parched lips. Then the poor cowboy said, before I returned, his spirit had gone to his maker. The cowboy was dead. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the pipe low. Sing the death march as you carry me along. Take me to the valley, there lay the sun over me. I'm a young cowboy and know I've done. Long, long ago in old Wyoming lived a maid, there the sweetest flower blew in the shade. She loved the bandit boy who roamed the prairie over, and every night she'd listen for his call. Then far to the west his voice came ringing, riding a wild horse he came singing, Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay. He brings talking of his love. Swift as the wind he goes for high, and the hills and she's waiting for his Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay. One day he rode away, but never to return. Danger was waiting, now his love must never yearn. Long days and lonely nights she waited all in vain, till winter passed and summer came again. Still every night when the moon came shining, for his song her heart was pining. Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay, Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay. He brings talking of his love, swift as the wind he goes for high, the hills now she's waiting for his Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay. One night an angel brought a message from her love, told her he waited in the starlit sky above. Softly she closed her eyes and bade the angel go, and then the whole world echoed to his song. For straight down a moonbeam he came riding, out of the sky on a winged horse gliding. Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay, Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay. He brings talking of his love, swift as the wind he goes for high, the hills you know she's waiting for his Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay, 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 singing Heely-o-lee-fi-o-lee-ay. I've got no use for the women, but true and they seldom be found. They'll use a man for his money, when it's gone they'll turn him down. They're all alike at the bottom, selfish and grasping for all. They'll stay by a man when he's winning, and laugh in his face when he falls. My pal was an honest young puncher, honest and upright and true, till he turned to a gun-shooting gambler on account of a girl named Lou. They fell in with evil companions, the kind that are better off dead. When a gambler insulted her picture, he filled him full of lead. All through the long night they trailed him, through mesquite and thick chaparral. I couldn't help think of that woman as I saw him pitch and fall. If she'd been the pal that she should have, he might have been raising a son, instead of out there on the prairie to die by a ranger's gun. Dead sharp sting did not trouble, his chances for life were too slim. Where they were putting his body was all that worried him. He lifted his head on his elbow, the blood from his wound flowed red. He gazed at his friends gathered round him, he looked up at them and he said, bury me out on the prairie, where the coyotes can howl o'er my grave. Bury me out on the prairie, but from them my bones please save. Wrap me up in a blanket, bury me deep in the ground, cover me over with boulders of granite big and brown. We buried him out on the prairie, where the coyotes can howl o'er his grave. His soul is now resting from the unkind cut she gave. And many another young puncher, as he rides past the pile of stones, recalls some similar woman and thinks of his motoring bones. To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome Ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The nights are cool and I'm a fool, each star's a pool of water, cool water. And with the dawn I wake and yawn and carry on to water, cool, clear spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water. The shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water, cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Keep a-moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water, cool, clear water. North of the border of old Mexico, I rode one day to the cow town of San Angelo. A hot sun was glowing, a warm wind was blowing, still not as warm as the lips that I waited to kiss. Cheeks that put blushing red roses to shame, lips that were fresher than flowers when kissed by the rain. Dark eyes that sparkled much brighter than diamonds. She was a beauty, Socorro was my lover's name. I met her down in Laredo. Everyone there in this border town called her the Rose. Mexican cowboys drank to Socorro. Everyone loved her, but I was the one that she chose. An outlaw above all the rest. Now my heart beats so madly. Soon she will be at my side. She sent a message a long time ago. Socorro had promised to meet me in San Angelo. I was aware of the chance I was taking. I was an outlaw, but great was my love for this girl. I must be with her, I can't stay away. Nights spent without her are lonely, and so are the days. If it means death, then I'll have to chance it. Only a few moments more and she'll be in my arms. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I tied my horse and I started to walk down the street. Where was Socorro? Had she forgotten? This was the day and the hour that she wanted to meet. But something is wrong with our plans, and I fear death awaits me. Here on this hot, dusty street, up on a housetop, but still I can see there hides a man with a rifle, it's pointed at me. I might escape from the man with a rifle, but there are others just like him that I cannot see. Back of each window, the click of a gun. Die if I stay in my lot, for who won't let me run. Where is Socorro? Will my eyes see her? Then in a moment she runs from her door down the street. Up on your horse she is riding, right out of town. It's a trap and they're waiting for you. But if I ride out, she must ride with me. Then in a moment I know that our chances are gone. For a bullet is well on its way, and it finds my Socorro. She dies as she falls in my arms. Tears dim my vision, but plainly I see the ranger that killed her is standing there waiting for me. I walk to meet him, my one thought is beat him. He deserves death, and I swear that this ranger will die. I beat his straw and I shot him 6 times just as fast as the bullets would fly. My gun is empty, or more I would shoot him. Now there are others just like him that want me to die. Their bullets are coming my way, how they hurt when they hit me. The pain makes me fall to the ground. Gone is my strength, just the will left to fight. I hear the sound of the lead as it robs me of life. If I must die, let me find Socorro. Let me hold on to her hand for the few moments left. Blindly I search and it isn't in vain. I touch the soft velvet hand and it eases the pain. Life is no more, but we're together. Even in death she's my lover. It's over. Goodbye. Warm are the winds on the desert. A whirlwind is dancing around. I stop to survey all the beauty that's here. When a shadow moves out across the ground, it's an eagle that circles above me. And he screams to his friends on the hill, stay close together, move not a feather. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still. Everything hides, but I see them. I've spotted an old mother quail. I look close and see, looking right back at me, the eyes of a young cottontail. I see a coyote sneaking as he crawls through the brush on the hill. And the eagle streams down, stay close to the ground. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still. 20 feet high in the side of a cactus, I see a hole where the butcher bird stays. If mortals could choose And if heaven should ask us, here's where I'd want to spend all of my days. Soon we'll be gone on the desert. Cities will cover each hill. Today will just be a fond memory. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still. A tall, handsome stranger rode into town with fire in his eyes burning red as sundown. His boots were all dusty, his coat open wide. 6 ways of dying hung low on his side. He went in the town hall asking for me. They told him that I was still town deputy. I sent him to prison to pay for his crime. He killed a guard on the Santa Fe line. He spread word around town that my time had come. My notch was already carved on his gun. He's laughing and bragging and having his fun. It's all a show, for he knows I won't run. That night in silence the town was asleep. I sat by my window and looked down the street. I wished in my heart that he'd just ride away. I hated to face him at sunup that day. I met him at sunup, the crowd gathered round, waiting and watching for one to go down. He grabbed for his 6-gun, trying his best. He cursed as my bullet went deep in his chest. He stood there a moment and looked all around. Slowly and lifeless he fell to the ground. This stranger's my brother, born an outlaw. He must have forgotten I taught him to draw. The whole town was waiting and I was alone. The blood that I spilled was just like my own. When she hears this story, how mother will cry. Brother gets brother and one had to die, to die, to die. 90 days since the country's seen a drop of rain. 44 since the grass began to burn. Thirsty cattle are milling round the old creek bed. Dusty winds where the waters used to churn. Dusty winds, hear them blow. Dusty winds moaning low. Night and day on they go, those dusty winds. Not a cloud in the sky, but still the sun shines dim, but enough to turn the scenery dark and brown. Looking westward is a dust cloud looming high in the sky. Shows the trail of 50 settlers leaving town. Dusty winds, hear them blow. Dusty winds moaning low. Night and day on they go, those dusty winds. When it's late in the evening in my cabin all alone, it's so lonesome when that wind comes howling through. And I think of all the settlers heading west out of town. Kinda wish I'd have left here with them too. Dusty winds, hear them blow. Dusty winds moaning low. Night and day on they go, those dusty winds. of fire, a youth within my teens but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. I know it grieved them so to think their only boy was bad. I fell in with an outlaw band, the names were known quite well. How many times we robbed and plundered I could never tell. This kind of sinful living leads only to a fall. I learned that much and more the night I heard my master call. One night we rustled cattle, 1,000 head or so, started them out on the trail that leads to Mexico. When a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about, I thought someone was calling me. I thought I heard a shout. At that moment lightning struck not what he ought to see. In the left there was a giant cross, for once there was a tree. And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I'd done, I failed to see the 1,000 head of cattle start to run. The cattle they stampeded were running all around. My pony ran but stumbled and it threw me to the ground. I felt the end was nearing, that death would be the price, when a mighty bolt of lightning showed the face of Jesus Christ. And I cried, oh Lord, forgive me, don't let it happen now. I want to live for you alone, oh God, these words I vow. My wicked life unfolded, I thought of wasted years, when another bolt of lightning killed 100 head of steers, and the others rushed on finding, and I was left to live. The master had a reason, life was his to take or give. A miracle performed that night, I wasn't meant to die. The dead ones formed a barricade, at least 6 or 7 high. And right behind it there was I, afraid but safe and sound. I cried and begged for mercy, kneeling there upon the ground. For pardon I was granted, my sinful soul set free. No more to fear the angry waves upon life's stormy sea. Forgiven by the love of God, a love that will remain. I gave my life and soul the night to save and call my name. In the days of William Bonney, better known as Bill the Kid, a young cowboy named Joey Steele was about to make his bid. Well, he heard one day that Bill the Kid had just rode into town, and if he could take him, he would be the fastest gun around. He was just a kid of 17, but he had a lightning hand, and he said, it's time I show the world that I've become a man. Everyone thinks Billy is the fastest gun around, but they will know I'm faster when they see me shooting down. They finally came together down on Main Street just at 5. The people were all gathered, wondering who'd be left alive. Billy knew that Joey wanted notches on his gun, and he wished that he could give him those he carved upon his own. Joey's hand went to his side, he was sure that he had won. But before he even fired, he saw the smoke of Billy's gun, and he felt the bullet hit him hard, and before his eyes he saw his wasted life pass quickly, ending with this fatal draw. Billy breathed more easily, and he put away his gun, and he tried to ease his conscience for the wrong that he had done. Then he saddled up his horse and headed westward out of town, and he wondered just how long he'd be the fastest gun around. Oh, Red was one of the orneriest yet I'd seen at the big rodeo. He'd bite you and kick you and stomp out your life. Oh, Red had never been rode. Meaner than sin, wild as the wind that blew on the Montana plains. Oh, Red was one of the last of his breed and wasn't about to retain. From Idaho, a young cowboy came to ride in the big rodeo. The young cowboy's name was Billy McLean, and Billy had never been throwed. The greatest desire filled young Billy's heart to ride this old outlaw called Red. He drew him one day and I heard Billy say, I'll ride him or drop over dead. Oh, Red was wicked down there in the chute. He was kicking and stomping about. Billy climbed into the saddle with ease, then yelled, turn him loose, let us out. Oh, Red came out with his head on the ground. His back hooves were touching his nose, trying to get rid of the man on his back, but the man went wherever he'd go. Billy was raking on Red with his spurs, from his tail to the tip of his chin. He was doing right well, but Billy could tell this outlaw would never give in. Oh, Red was running straight for the fence, suddenly stopping and then he reared on his hind legs, then fell on his back, taking poor Billy with him. There was a hush in the crowd and they knew this would be Billy's last ride. The saddle horn crushed Billy's chest when they fell, and under old Red Billy died. Old Red lay still, no more would he move. The cowboys that seen it could tell. In trying to throw Billy off of his back, old Red broke his neck when he fell. Out in the west is a place where they rest this cowboy that never was thrown. And 1 foot away, resting there neath the clay, is the outlaw that never was rode. Past the first bend in the river is another bend I can't see, and the bend that keeps calling is the bend that keeps hiding from me. Past the first hill on the desert is another hill I can't see, and the hill that keeps hiding is the hill that keeps calling to me. In the cottonwood by the river, a morning dove calls his mate. He had true love to give her, but love for me must wait till I traveled every river, and each desert hill I have climbed. If I find love to my liking, I'll leave the river's bend far behind. Down in the little Mexican town of Nuevo, there lived a maiden lovely as a rose. Deep was the love of Lisa, the rose of Nuevo, but Johnny at the table, and he loved her too. They made a vow that they'd always love each other, but then no other could be so true. Storm clouds swept in the life of Johnny Codavo. The promise of heaven lasted for just a day. God needed someone to brighten his road. Lisa was taken and Johnny was left all alone. That day in the little Mexican town of Nuevo, sadly a village laid their rose away. Johnny came home, but no Lisa was there to meet him, no arms to greet him or hold him tight. Johnny prayed alone for God to hear it, to take his spirit away that night. The years passed by and no one saw Johnny Codavo. The children grew and people were gay once more. One day they found him with hair snowy white. The rose in his hand was his message to Lisa that night. Down in the little Mexican town of Nuevo, two lovers at last their peace with God had found. Deep was the love of Lisa, the rose of Nuevo, for Johnny Codavo, and he loved her too. There in the chapel shadows they both lay sleeping, their vows still keeping, and both still true. All you young cowboys come gather around. I'll tell you a story of Abilene town, of two young lovers as true lovers know. The girl in the story is Abilene Rose. Rose, Rose, Abilene Rose, your memory still lives in my heart. Rose, Abilene Rose, we promised we never would part. Rose was so pretty in her gingham gown. She was the fairest in Abilene town. Her eyes were as bright as the stars up above. Everyone knew when she chose me to love. Rose, Rose, Abilene Rose, your memory still lives in my heart. Rose, Abilene Rose, we promised we never would part. We courted each other out under the moon. planned to be married the first day of June. Then I started drinking and gambling to see. I broke her young heart and then she left me. Rose, Rose, Abilene Rose, your memory still lives in my heart. Rose, Abilene Rose, we promised we never would part. I got into trouble and had to leave town. Rose got married and then settled down. She was as happy could be, with her young cowboy and their family. Rose, Rose, Abilene Rose, your memory still lives in my heart. Rose, Abilene Rose, we promised we never would part. This is the story I promised to tell. All you young cowboys remember it well. If you find true love, don't tear it apart. Marry that true love, don't break her young heart. Rose, Rose, Abilene Rose, your memory still lives in my heart. Rose, Abilene Rose, forever we must live apart. I'm kin to the roving wind that brings the northern wind. Along that dusty trail I'll take my stand. The steers are big and bold, and the nights are often cold, but I'll get by as long as I can throw that rope and brand that cat. Dream of a girl in a photograph. I got no home, I got no wife, but I'll be a doggone cowboy all of my life. I'm up at the crack of dawn, and I throw the bacon on. Seems somehow my work is never through. When I get done at night, all the stars are big and bright. But then it's all of what you used to when you throw that rope, brand that cat, dream of a girl in a photograph. I got no home, I got no wife, but I'll be a doggone cowboy all of my life. The hot, dry wind may blow, and you'll see me in the rain and snow, with just an old campfire to keep me warm. I'll move the herd along, and I'll greet them with a song. So I guess that I was born to throw that rope, brand that cat, dream of a girl in a photograph. I got no home, I got no wife, but I'll be a doggone cowboy all of my life. How green are the valleys, how tall are the trees, how cool are the rivers, how soft is the breeze. If it's just like my dreams, then I must go and see, for the red hills of Utah are calling me. So long I have waited since I was a child. Merely the thought keeps my heart heart running wild. I've waited so long, now it's hard to believe. The red hills of Utah, at last I will see. How pretty are flowers that bloom in the spring. How sweet are the songs the mockingbirds sing. If it's just like my dreams, then I must go and see, for the red hills of Utah are calling me. Five brothers who left Arkansas set out to find a gambler who murdered their pa. Five brothers and three in their teens, gotta find the man who killed their pa in New Orleans. They heard of him in Houston and his trail was leading west. He'd left there many months ago and so they couldn't rest. Five brothers and three in their teens, gotta find the man who killed their pa in New Orleans. New Orleans. The sun was hot as fire and the nights were cold as steel. Hate was strong and youth was wild and so they couldn't feel. Five brothers and three in their teens, gotta find the man who killed their pa in New Orleans. His trail led to the Badlands and the desert promised death. The gambler's odds were different now, he treasured every breath. Five brothers and three in their teens, close behind the man who killed their pa in New Orleans. New Orleans. When first they saw the killer, he was by a water hole. Five rifles rang out through the night, they killed the gambler cold. Five brothers and three in their teens finally got the man who killed their pa in New Orleans. The desert is their keeper now, for this have never said. The poison lived within the hole, now six of them are dead. Five brothers and three in their teens lay beside the man who killed their pa in New Orleans. Lay beside the man who killed their pa in New Orleans. Little Joe the wrangler will wrangle nevermore. His days with the roundup they are o'er. Was the year ago last April when he rode into our camp, just a little Texas stray and nothing more. Was late in the evening when he rode into our camp, on a little Texas pony he called Shaw. With his brogan shoes and overalls, a tougher looking kid you never in your life before had saw. His saddle was a Texas cat built many years ago, and OK spur on one foot lightly swung. With his pack rolled in a cotton sack so loosely tied behind, and a canteen from his saddle horn was slung. He said he had to leave his home, his paw had maybe twice His new ma whipped him every day or two. So he saddled up old Jaw one night and lit a chuck this way. He said he'd try to paddle his own canoe. He said if we would give him work, he'd do the best he could, though he didn't know straight up about a cow. So the boss, he cut him out a mount and kindly put him on. He's sort of like this little kid somehow. He learned to wrangle horses and learned to know them all, and get them at daybreak if he could, and to trail the old chuck wagon and always hitch the team, and help the cook each evening rustle wood. We had hardly reached the Pecos, the weather it was fine. We were camped down on the south side in a draw, when a norther commenced blowing and we doubled up our guards. It took every one of us to hold them in. Little Joe the Wrangler was called out with the rest. Scarcely had the little fellow reached the herd, when the cattle they stampeded, like a hailstorm on they fled, and everyone was riding for the lead. Amidst the streaks of lightning, there was one horse up ahead. He was trying to check the leaders in their speed. It was little Joe the Wrangler with a slicker o'er his head. He was riding old Blue Rocket in the lead. At last we got them milling and kind of quieted down, and the extra guards back to the wagon went. But there was one a-missing, we could see it at a glance, was our little Texas stray poor Wrangler Joe. Next morning just at daybreak, we found where Rocket fell, down in a washout 20 feet below. Beneath his horse, his life was gone, his spur had rung its knell, was our little Texas stray poor Wrangler Joe. Ride, cowboy, ride, don't ride too slow. Tucson's a mighty long way yet to go. He started his long ride in Prescott. The sun was 100 or more. On down he rode at full gallop into the flat desert floor, driving the big herd to Flagstaff. In Prescott the letter was there. Happiness soon would be sorrow, sad news the letter did bear. Ride, cowboy, ride, don't go too slow. Ride, cowboy, ride, you've a long way to go. Your darling now lies on her deathbed, racked by fever and pain, reaching for you at her bedside, and each breath she's calling your name. Forward he leaned in the saddle, pushing through mesquite and sage, his head never raised for a greeting as he passed the Wickenburg stage. Ride, cowboy, ride, don't ride too slow. Tucson's a mighty long way yet to go. In Phoenix he traded horses, now on the back of this road he could see visions of Tucson, his darling and their lovely home. Ride, cowboy, ride, don't ride too slow. There's still 120 to go. In through the ranch gate he galloped, and without breaking his stride, he bounded out of the saddle and rushed to his sweet dark side. Then as the dying girl saw him, a smile came over her face, holding her hand as it tightened. Barely had he won the race. Ride, cowboy, ride on through the blue. Ride, cowboy, ride, she'll be waiting for you. Ride, cowboy, ride on through the blue. Ride, cowboy, ride, she'll be waiting for you. I'm just a poor cowboy singing his song, no money to jingle. As I ride along, I'm rejected by men, but accepted above. I belong in this valley, on this peaceful sod. Let me ride from the mountains to the dark rolling sea. I'm broke, but I'm wealthy, because I am free. Let me walk in this valley where my fathers have trod. Let me live forever on this peaceful sod. Let me live on this land till I'm withered and old, till I'm meek and I'm humble, and the Lord wants my soul. Let me live in this valley where my fathers have trod. Let me live forever on this peaceful sod. She was young and she was pretty. She was warm and tender too. She was all a man could ask for, but her heart could not be true. No, her heart could not be true. Eyes that sparkle just like diamond, lips as fresh as morning dew. She was young and she was fickle, and her heart could not be true. No, her heart could not be true. Cheeks just like a rose when blooming, and a form so fine and rare. Curls that hung below her shoulders go the color of her hair. Now she's gone, no one can claim her. In my cell I'm sad and blue. One bright night I shot and killed her. She was young and so untrue. She was and so untrue. In the morning, just at daybreak, when the roses kiss the dew, I shall hang because I killed her. She was young and so untrue. She was young and so untrue. My love is the valley, the breezes that sigh. My love is the mountains that reach to the sky. My love is the valley, the rocks and the rills. My love is the prairie, the rolling hills, the rolling hills. The call of the night bird, I love every trill. There's peace and contentment when everything's still. The wail of the cow, the flight of the dove, it's all God's creation, and that's what I love, and that's what I love. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's cantina, music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Out through the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run. Up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso, out to the badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso my life would be worthless. Everything's gone in life, nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet may find me. Tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rosa's cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Polina I go. Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left, right, a dozen or more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Polina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Polina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss and Polina, goodbye. I came to town to search for gold, and I brought with me a memory. And I seem to hear the night wind cry, go hang your dreams on the hanging tree, your dreams of love that could never be. Hang your faded dreams on the hanging tree. I searched for gold, and I found my gold. And I found a girl who loved just me. And I wished that I could love her too. But I'd left my heart on the hanging tree. I'd left my heart with the memory. And a faded dream on the hanging tree. Now there were men who craved my gold and meant to take my gold from me. When a man is gone, he needs no gold. So they carried me to the hanging tree to join my dreams and a memory. Yes, they carried me to the hanging tree. The hanging tree. To really live, you must almost die. And it happened just that way with me. They took the gold and set me free. And I walked away from the hanging tree. I walked away from the hanging tree. And my own true love, she walked with me. That's when I knew that the hanging tree was a tree of life, new life for me. A tree of hope, new hope for me. A tree of love, new love for me. The hanging tree, the hanging tree, the hanging tree, the hanging tree. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's cantina, music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden, I was in love but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Out through the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run. Up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso, out through the badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso my life would be worthless, everything's gone in life, nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden, my love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet may find me, tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso, I can see Rose's cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward, down off the hill to Felina I go. Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys, off to my left ride a dozen or more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me, I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle, I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for, one little kiss and Felina, goodbye. I'm as sad as the willow that weeps in the valley, since you've gone from my arms. I'm as sad as the cold wind that cries in the treetops. I'll be lonesome until you return. Come back, come back, come back this poor cowboy's arms. I will weep like the willow that weeps in the valley. I'll be lonesome until you return. Come back, come back, come back to the valley. Come back to this poor cowboy's arms. I will weep like the willow that weeps in the valley. I'll be lonesome until you When I was but a young man, I was wild and full of fire, a youth within my teens, but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. I know it grieved them so to think their only boy was bad. I fell in with an outlaw band, their names were known quite well. How many times we robbed and plundered, I could never tell. This kind of sinful living leads only to a fall. I learned that much and more than that I heard my master call. One night we rustled cattle, 1,000 head or so, and started them out on the trail that leads to Mexico. But a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me, I thought I heard a shout. Then at that moment lightning struck not 20 yards from me, and left there was a giant cross where once there was a tree. And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I'd done, I failed to see the 1,000 head of cattle start to run. The cattle they stampeded were running all around. My pony ran but stumbled, and it threw me to the ground. I felt the end was near, that death would be the price, when a mighty bolt of lightning showed the face of Jesus Christ. And I cried, oh Lord, forgive me, don't let it happen now. I want to live for you alone, oh God, these words I vow. My wicked past unfolded, I thought it wasted years, when another bolt of lightning killed 100 head of steers, and the others rushed on by me, and I was left to live. The master had a reason, life is his to take or give. A miracle performed that night, I wasn't meant to die. The dead ones formed a barricade, at least 6 or 7 high. Right behind it there was I, afraid but safe and sound. I cried and begged for mercy, kneeling there upon the ground. A pardon I was granted, my sinful soul set free. No more to fear the angry waves upon life's stormy sea. Forgiven by the love of God, a love that will remain. I gave my life and soul the night the Savior called my name. I rode out of Kansas City, going south to Mexico. I was running, dodging danger, left the girl that I loved so. Far behind lay Kansas City and the past that I had earned. 20 notches on my 6-gun mark, the lessons I had learned. Many times I sold my fast gun for a place to lay my head, till the nights began to haunt me by the men that I left dead. Couldn't stand it any longer with this life that I'd begun, so I said goodbye to tea and became a running gun. I rode into Admiral mellow as the sun sank in the west. My thoughts in Kansas City and the girl that I love best. As I smiled and kissed her gently and then turned away to go, said I'd send for her to meet me when I'd reached old Mexico. I had barely left the saddle and my foot just touched the ground when a cold voice from the shadows told me not to turn around. Said he knew about my fast gun, knew the price paid by the law, challenged by a bounty hunter, so I turned around to draw. I knew someday I'd meet him, for his hand like lightning flashed. My own gun stood in leather as his bullet tore its path. As my strength was slowly fading, I could see him walk away, and I knew that where I lie tonight, he too must lie someday. Now the crowd is slowly gathering, but my eyes are growing dim, and my thoughts return to Jeannie and the home that we had planned. Oh, please tell her, won't you, mister, that she's still the only one, but a woman's love is wasted when she loves a running gun. Run and gun, run and gun. I see a candlelight down in the little green valley, where morning glory vines are twining round my door. Oh, how I wish I were there again, down in the little green valley. That's where my homesick heart will trouble me no more. There's only one thing ever gives me consolation, and that's the thought that I'll be going back someday. And every night down upon my knees I pray the Lord to please take me back to that little old green valley far away. I hear a mockingbird down in the little green valley. He's singing out a song of welcome just for me. And someone waits by the garden gate down in the little green valley. When I get back again, how happy she will be. And by a little babbling brook once more we'll wander, and in a shady nook we'll dream the hours away. And I will leave all my cares behind, go where I know I'll find sunshine, back to that little old green valley far away. And now, my friends, you've asked me what makes me sad still, and why my brow is darkened like the clouds upon the hill. Run in your ponies closer, and I'll tell to you my tale of Utah Care, my partner, in his last ride on the trail. We rode the range together, had rode it side by side. I loved him like a brother, and I wept when Utah died. We were rounding up one morning when work was almost done, when on his side the cattle started on a frightened run. Underneath the saddle that the boss's daughter rode Utah that very morning had placed a bright red robe, so the saddle might ride easy for Lenore, his little friend. And it was this red blanket that brought him to his end. The blanket was now dragging behind her on the ground. The frightened cattle saw it and charged it with a bound. Lenore then saw her danger and turned her pony's face, and leaning in the saddle, tied the blanket to its place. But in leaning lost her balance, fell in front of that wild tide. Lay still, Lenore, I'm coming, were the words that Utah cried. His faithful pony saw her and reached her with a bound. I thought he'd been successful and raised her from the ground, but the weight upon the saddle had not been felt before. His back then snapped like thunder, and he fell by Lenore. Picking up the blanket, he swung it o'er his head and started across the prairie. Lay still, Lenore, he said. When he got the stampede turned and saved Lenore, his friend, then turned to face the cattle and meet his fatal end. His six-gun flashed like lightning, the report rang loud and clear. As the cattle rushed and killed him, he dropped the leading steer. On his funeral morning, I heard the preacher say, I hope we'll all meet Utah at the roundup far away. Then they wrapped him in a blanket that saved his little friend, and it was this red blanket that brought him to his